the squad order, it's going to be the heavy's going to go first, the engineers are going to go second, and the medics are going to go last. You know, just for safety and support, of course. What we're going to be practicing right now is how to line up on a wall. Basically, how to breach a room. So just like I said, you're going to find you're going to line up according to those standards. Medics are going to go in the back. Engineers are going to go in the middle. And heavies in the front. So you're a medic. Line up in the back. Okay, so basically, this is the way we're going to be moving whenever we're moving together, and you're going to be paying attention to the guy right in front of you. You're going to be trying to stick to John Sanchez while paying attention to the guy right in front of you, which is for Judge Dredd, it would be me. For Guy Smith, it would be John, and for Blue Cardinal, it would be Dredd. But yeah, basically, we're going to be moving together like this. Let's try to move together, John. See if we can do this.
Okay, go.
Yeah. So this gotta be instant. As soon as your partner moves, as soon as the guy in front of you moves, you move. Basically, there's no way. Whenever we're stacking up on doorways like this, we're gonna want to check our backs, just so that we know if there's enemy shooting at us. The guys in front of us, they're gonna be checking into the doorway. You know, John Sanchez and Guy Smith. John Sanchez and Guy Smith. Basically, John Sanchez is gonna be crouching in front of you, so that you can shoot over his head. And whenever he's about to move in, he's going to stand up in your line. Basically, when you're moving in, you're going to want to take the corner that you're standing in. Basically, if I'm moving in from the right side, I'm going to be going straight into the right. If I'm moving in from the left side, well, this only applies to the first guy, the heavy. Basically, if he's moving in to the left, on the right side, he's going to turn right. Now, if he's stacking up on this side, of course, the first guy's going to. Yep. What we're going to try to do is we're going to try to go the opposite direction as the guy in front of us, and we're going to try to basically check the corners before we start moving in. Before we start pushing through the building. And as we're pushing through the building, we're going to do it against the wall. You know, like actual breaching. So. Just watch me for a second, basically. So let's say I'm the heavy. If I'm going to be coming in through the left side, I'm going to be turning towards the left. I'm going to check the corner, and then I'm going to walk along the wall while taking out enemies. If you're the guy behind them, of course you're going to go the opposite direction. You know, so you're going to go the other way, and also do the same thing. You're going to go along the wall while taking out any enemies that you see. Honestly, I don't have a good memory, so I can't remember what else we would teach. But let's try that. What does the second person do? So as soon as he sees the heavy go in, and turn the corner, he's gonna actually do the same exact thing, but for the opposite direction. So me and John. Yeah, me and John. Sorry, what were we? Number 3, basically, yeah, does the exact same thing that number 1 does, but since this is a little bit confusing sometimes, we're going to be paying attention to the guy in front of us so that we know which direction to go. So me and John Sanchez are going to demonstrate it by ourselves, and then you guys are going to try it. Alright, John Sanchez, breach. So that's basically what me and him did. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's the point. Yeah, that's the point. We're going to be covering each other's backs as soon as we come in, and since we're going to be doing it with multiple people, as soon as I go in, someone's going to go in the direction of John also, and then after, someone's going to go in the direction of me, and they're going to do the exact same movements that we You're gonna check the corner. Yeah, check the corner. You got that.
This is awesome because
I'm out.
I've always
Reloading.
found that the best ideas are the ones that once people tell you, you go, oh, no shit, duh.
Yeah.
Even though you didn't do it yourself, we learned about this ourselves in a while. So like when you go to learn these things, and you see guns and you do it, you're like, oh yeah, that's obvious.
Yeah.
Not obvious.
Yeah, and to keep squad organization, we're gonna stick really tightly to John, but we're also gonna stick to behind the guy we're supposed to be chaining. So there's gonna be a chain of people. You know, we're gonna have to stick to each other, but we're gonna have to stay behind the guy that we're supposed to stay behind.
So just so we're all clear, number one goes like, you know, the natural order of the door. So let's say I start, the whole thing starts on the left. The natural order of the door would be this. Number one's the good. Along the wall. But,
Yeah, exactly.
Number two's going to do the opposite on this one. Then number three is going to mimic number one, and number four is going to mimic number two. I mean, yeah.
Right,
correct.
like a domino.
Yeah, you're
effect.
correct. Alright. So since we have 3 medics right now, of course we're gonna let's try it actually. As soon as I see you all line up, I'm actually gonna be watching you first. I'm gonna be watching you guys and just gonna let you know. So as soon as I say something like on me or stack up, or a lot of the time the lead is gonna do it on his own. You know, he's gonna think for himself and he's gonna do it when he sees fit also. Whenever we're all lined up and I see that, I'm gonna say breach. And whenever I say it, you guys are gonna, you know, breach in that same order. Alright, so you ready? Alright, breach. Alright, stacked up on this doorway, right here where John Sanchez is. The same exact order that you were just seeing. Okay. Cool. Alright,
Got
breach.
extra ammunition here.
That's awesome. Alright, let's try it over here. Come over here.
Missing part, shooting over shoulders.
No, actually, you guys are good. This only happens whenever there's someone in the doorway or they're gonna engage us. That's why he's crouched and somebody. You know, so even if they like start shooting at you both, their DPS is not gonna be enough to, you know, kill you both completely, and one of you is gonna get the kill, even if one of you dies.
Take some ammunition. You can't shoot without it.
That's nice. Alright, let's try it again. Over here on the opposite doorway of the place we were just at, where I'm sitting. Of course, we're going to keep the same squad organization. Alright, breach.
I didn't check the corner, that's where I'm talking about. But
Well,
you already checked the corner for me, right?
yeah, he already checked the corner for you. Yeah, so that's something. Yeah, that's something we'll learn organically too. You know, it's kind of obvious. Okay, now we're going to talk about setting up in a room and how we're going to do it. Usually people want to set up a turret somewhere like in a corner, back behind the room. Does anybody,
Like right here.
yeah, does anybody know why that's a bad idea when working with a squad?
It sounds like a trick question.
It is kind of, well, it isn't a trick question. It is kind of a bad idea, but does anybody know why you would have set a turret here, corner in the back side of the room?
I can tell you why I think it's a good idea. Oh,
Got extra ammunition here.
because you're
Reloading. Cover me.
your turret, and you think it's right here. Like ammo. And just doing this, and then somebody you feel it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Let me explain why it's a bad idea. So whenever we're protecting a room like this and we're providing security, the enemy will eventually find out where our turret is. So they'll be able to throw either grenades back there, but that's not the biggest problem. The grenades aren't really the biggest problem. The biggest problem is actually your teammates. A lot of the time we'll be set up in positions where we're protecting the doorway, or let's say we're running across the doorway. If your turret is somewhere way in the back in the firing lane, you know, you basically have infinite ammo. You could fire it forever. So if someone jumps in your way or gets in your way, you're gonna shoot them in the back of the head or something. So the turrets actually are better off being somewhere where there is no cover, but at the same time, they're not too far in the room, and they're not too close to the doorway, you know, to get jumped at by a light assault or something, or C4. So it would be somewhere like around here, or somewhere like around here. If these doorways are close, right? Then yeah, it would be somewhere like around here.
Reloading.
I'm shooting it. But normally it would be somewhere around the room where it's harder for your friendly to get in front of you, and at the same time it's harder for you to get grenaded, and you're still going to be protected in the back by your friendlies, you know. So if anyone does sneak up on you, trying to take out you and the turret, the friendlies will see them trying to, you know, shoot you in the middle of the room, since you're standard to that doorway. The heavies, of course, they're going to be somewhere around the more dangerous areas, which is the front of the room, covering the doorways, and they're going to be providing basically something to distract the enemy with, and they're also going to be taking out enemies. The medics, they're going to be closer to the back of the room, you know, over here. And the reason that they're going to be closer to the back of the room and far away from each other, let's say we have multiple medics, they're going to try to stick away from each other so that they can kind of revive people at their own pace, you know. At the same time, if someone, at the same time, if they get blown up, like if a shotgunner comes in or a light assault comes in with C4, the two medics won't go down at the same time. That's also one reason why they stay away from each other. But medics should always be in cover, somewhere behind the team, in a defensive position, where they can easily get killed. Cardinal's going to follow Guy Smith. I'm going to follow Blue Cardinal, and Judge Dredd is going to follow me. And that's basically how we're going to be moving. But so that we can keep up, we got to make sure that we're keeping up with the first guy. If we can't keep up with the first guy, we're definitely not going to keep up with the rest of the guys. Yeah. But we're still going to be keeping this formation. So go ahead, man.
Oh, I was saying that since Judge Dredd's out here anyway, he can be hiding.
Yeah. Alright, you want to breach? Alright.
I can try and breach your room if you want.
Alright, breach.
Get everyone set up and I'll pretend to be an enemy.
Johnny said, "Breach, go."
Actually, yeah, you guys did it right. That's awesome. Yeah, awesome. Let's try to run in a squad to squad waypoint, just so you know how to get it. Let's move together. Squad waypoint.
Reach outside.
We already. Yeah, breach.
And obvious where the enemies were coming from, but that doesn't matter.
Yep.
Very nice. That was good, right?
Yeah, that was good. Alright, let's keep on moving with John Sanchez in the same formation, the same chain, to the squad waypoint.